How big of a problem are we going to have if there is not an extension of the moratorium or if more money is not forthcoming to provide aid to tenants?
I mean, we're seeing record inflation, right? It's making it expensive for people to even eat. And we know that during the pandemic, so many families chose to pay the rent rather than put food on their table or buy medical supplies. So I'm really concerned, obviously, about the life of everyday people, especially everyday working people that are just strapped. The situation's only getting worse. I don't foresee an extension of the protections, but hopefully there will be more aid coming for our communities.
How many families are at risk if you could just throw a number behind it, best guess?
Whew, I would say as many people as there are working class people. As it was, New Jersey was one of the most expensive places to live even before the pandemic. That problem has only gotten worse. We've seen so many families fall behind, and now they're thousands of dollars in debt. Yet they live paycheck to paycheck. So I would say, we were estimating the problem to be in the billions of dollars. In last August, we thought it might take us $3 billion. So even though we've given out $1 billion worth of aid, we're still $2 billion behind that August number. And I haven't seen updated numbers carrying us over to December. So I can't even imagine the big hole that working families in New Jersey are in.
And what about the situation where we could see landlords at least begin eviction proceedings? Will that accelerate next year in terms of some of the court cases that are backed up?
Absolutely. So what self-certification will do is dismiss some of those cases. So that will make the process go faster, which is obviously a horrifying thing for families who might be facing the streets. Um, if you cannot pay your rent in January, it's best to talk to your landlord and start trying to work something out. You have to make rent in January because there's absolutely no protection for people come January 1st. Um, we will see an accelerated, our courts kind of work like um, a factory line, right? You put the case in and it moves pretty fast to get you out. So families need to be aware of that and seek legal assistance as soon as possible.
And I guess, Maria, this pandemic, which has kind of made all of our problems in New Jersey even worse, if you were to sit back and kind of take a big picture in, what big policy change needs to happen in this state so some of these families are not at risk?
Actually, the Housing Community Development Network did a survey of what people in New Jersey wants, homeowners, tenants, right? And the number one policy change that they want to see is rent control. We don't have statewide rent control. We have it city by city. And we have a 30-year hold. That means if something new is built, it will not be rent controlled for 30 years, which is a long time, right? It's someone's two generations of children growing up. So we need statewide rent control to make sure that we're stabilizing the market and providing affordable units in every single community.
Maria, always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for your time.
Of course, thank you. Thank you so much for reporting on this very needed issue.
Thanks for watching. For more clips and episodes of NJ Business Beat, subscribe to the NJ Spotlight News YouTube channel.